Once upon a time, in a forest filled with tall, dark trees lived a small firefly named Lumo. Now, Lumo was no ordinary firefly. He was known throughout the forest for his mischievous ways and his overconfident attitude. One night, as the sun began its descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Lumo decided he wanted to have some fun. As the darkness crept in, the forest came alive with light. Every tree twinkled with a myriad of glowing fireflies. But Lumo wasn't impressed. He thought their light was dim and their glow rather dull. "I'm gonna show them how a real firefly shines," he declared, puffing out his tiny chest. And with that, he zoomed off into the night, buzzing in silly patterns to attract attention. Perched on a nearby leaf sat a calm glowing firefly named Starla. She watched Lumo's antics with amusement. She knew Lumo's light was bright, but she also knew it lacked something. A certain warmth that comes from the glow of a kind heart. Lumo, seeing the other fireflies blinking in what he thought was admiration, continued his show-off flight. He flew in circles around the trees, making sharp turns and risky dives. Just then, a shooting star streaked across the sky. "Ho!" exclaimed Lumo. An idea popped into his head. "I can fly faster than a shooting star." With that, he zoomed after it, almost crashing into a tree. Starla shook her head and, with a soft glow, enveloped Lumo in a protective shield. "Some stars, Lumo," she said calmly, "are not meant to be chased. They're meant to be shared." Lumo blushed, embarrassed by his recklessness. He looked back at the shooting star, now no more than a distant speck. In that moment, he understood what Starla meant. Chasing his own light had almost made him miss the beauty of the night. Suddenly, a loud screech echoed through the forest. A giant owl with wide, glowing eyes swooped into view. Its sharp talons extended, ready to grab prey. The forest grew silent as the owl approached. All the fireflies panicked, their lights flickering with fear except for Starla. She stood her ground, her glow unwavering. Lumo, too, felt a surge of bravery. He knew he couldn't let the owl harm Starla, so beside her, he formed a brilliant burst of light that momentarily blinded the surprised predator. The sudden flash startled the owl. It let out a screech, then turned and fled into the darkness. The forest erupted in relieved chirps and blinks. The other fireflies, realizing Lumo and Starla's bravery, began to circle above them, creating a glowing heart in the sky. Lumo, exhausted but exhilarated, finally calmed down. He rested beside Starla, both of them surrounded by the soft glow of their friends. Lumo looked up at the heart-shaped light above them and smiled. He realized that sometimes the greatest light comes not from individual sparks, but from the warmth of those around them. And so under the shimmering canopy of stars, Lumo and Starla continued to watch over the forest, their light shining brightly, reminding all who saw them that even in the darkest of nights, courage shines the brightest when hearts unite. The end.